Hey guys, Youngblood with you with a lesson that I had to relearn the hard way, so I wanted to share with you also basically you could learn from my mistake. And that's to lock your damn doors and be careful. So my previous video was about how to make money doing commodities trading, which is great, and it's what I went doing last night, trying to continue to build up some wealth, but at a larger scale. I had pulled the Starfarer, and knowing that Levski typically carries a higher quantity of the more valuable items, I went in that direction. I landed there, I went to the commodities terminal, and I started making my purchases, filling up about 150,000 UEC worth of cargo. Now, here's where things got a little bit interesting. I couldn't remember which hangar I left my Starfarer in, and if you're familiar with Levski, where you see your ship on the screen isn't necessarily a good indicator of which elevator you need to take down to the hangar. So instead of just checking on all four of the elevators in the hangars, which isn't a fast process, I decided I'd just store the ship by pulling something else, then grab a new Starfarer, which would help line it up with the doors nicely anyway, since the Starfarer barely fits as is. So I thought it was a good plan in theory, but here's where I messed up. When the pads are full and you're just notified when it's delivered, you're not told which hangar you're actually in. So I had to go to a couple to find my Starfarer, which took a little bit of time. Another factor that I hadn't really considered was that anyone can go down to any of the hangars and basically just hang out. It's not just restricted to you, which makes matters worse considering the number of people that are actually located at Levski compared to like an outpost. So I get into my hangar, I open up the ship door, and I didn't close it behind me. Then I think what I was thinking in my mind was, I guess let me put it this way. Thinking back on it, it's obvious, but in my mind I was thinking, this is a fresh ship. The doors were locked. No one is going to be waiting for me on the ship, which is technically true. Someone was either following me down or waiting in the hangar or accidentally came down the wrong elevator and saw a Gemini sitting there and thought, oh, cool, I don't have one of these. And then they boarded, and while I was trekking up to the bridge, they saw the mother load of cargo that was waiting for them and saw a potential payday. So I took off, I exited the Armistice Zone as I was heading back to Port Alazar and was promptly shot in the head, leaving my cargo and my ship to be stolen. Now, I was able to respawn at Levski. I grabbed a Hornet. I wanted to try and get vengeance and see if I could maybe get back to my ship, which was still on the radar, so I knew where it was located. But at that point, my PC decided to blue screen thanks to the NVIDIA drivers crashing everything out. I restarted my system, I got back into the game, and when I came back, I had a destroyed Starfarer, an unknown Hornet location, and my wallet was about 150,000 UEC lighter than it was when I started, all waiting for me. Lessons learned: close and lock your doors, watch out for people following you, bring buddies along if you can, and especially on larger ships, and I guess basically just never forget that there's going to be people who play the other side of the law, and you need to be aware that people aren't going to necessarily be hesitant to do something like this to you. So that's it. I wanted to share my failure as a learning opportunity for you all. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, just stay tuned for more. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care.